He's got some space to hit. Nice shot, well done. Here we go, Morris. And through. Great shot.
I love participating in lots of sports and recreational activities, and I was always told to us that totally blind people couldn't participate in tennis.
1, 2.
Morris Gleeson is the president of Blind Sports Victoria.
I had an accident in the school ground, and it was a double detached retina at the age of nearly 13.
Morris says that many vision-impaired people face barriers when they want to get active.
Yes, great shot.
Apart from doing sport at the blind school, or the school for the blind, I didn't really do a lot of activity for about 10 years.
For many vision-impaired people, Morris is truly an inspiration.
Morris is inspiration because when you lose your vision, you have a lot of problems. You encounter problems every day of your life.
It was Morris's vision to get tennis going for people who are sight-impaired.
And it's a wonderful feeling to be able to hold a tennis racket, to go onto a tennis court, to do an activity that you never thought would be possible, and now you're participating in tennis.
With funding through VicHealth's participation in community sports and active recreation program, Blind Sports Victoria and Tennis Victoria are giving dozens of people the chance to get on the courts.
It gives me the pleasure of seeing so many people who have a disability just get out and have a bit of fun, but it gives me personally the opportunity of getting out and hitting a tennis ball, and sometimes I hit the ball and sometimes I miss it.
Kay Speed is the treasurer at Blind Sports Victoria.
Good try.
She says there are more than 1,000 vision-impaired people playing organised sports around Victoria.
The challenge is not to go in and thinking that you're going to play like regular tennis. I don't see it like that. I see it as a personal challenge to develop your directional hearing so you can track the ball.
Morris loves the skills of footwork and hitting some strokes. And some sight-impaired people are hitting long rallies.
Certainly during the program what we focused on was keeping a rally going, and again using this ball, allowing for a 2 bounce rather than a single bounce rule, giving us some latitude with sidelines and baselines, allows us to get that kind of rally situation going.
Daniel Pikarski became physically active regularly for the first time in his life with the Blind Sports Tennis program. He's now playing socially and in competition. Daniel explains he uses a ball which moves a bit slower with less of a bounce.
And this is the ball that I was using and people that I was hitting with in this program was using, which is a 75% compressed ball. It wasn't sort of very, very soft. It still gives you a little bit of speed off the court, still gives you some bounce. But if you compare it to a full strength ball, which you can't really squeeze, the difference is quite dramatic. And this ball tends to be very dangerous unless you've got people with a very high level of sight. Especially fresh out of the can, they fly, both off the court and through the air.
There are several balls of different colours and speeds to make tennis accessible for people of different vision abilities. Tim Hutsey from Tennis Victoria runs the blind tennis program.
With the use of modified equipment, people of all abilities can play any type of sport. You just have to modify the activity to suit the person's ability, focus on the person's ability, not their disability, and any people of all ages and abilities can play any type of sport.
Ultimately, Morris says it's about friendships and getting active for life.
That they can interact in a social environment, and to have so much fun is just so rewarding, and I just think that's so beneficial for all of us.